Hey everybody, welcome back to 1776 or Bust. So tonight I'm going to do just a really quick comparison video of 4 handguns that I own. And the reason why I'm doing this video is because one of my subscribers named Bobby Cook wanted me to do a comparison between the PPQ, the Glock 19, and M&P Compact. Unfortunately, I don't own an M&P Compact, and honestly guys, I'm probably not looking at buying one anytime soon. I just have really no desire to own one at this point. There's so many other good options out there that for me, the M&P just isn't going to be a part of that collection anytime soon, unless of course they come out with a 2.0, and in that case maybe I'll consider it then. But just to kind of give you an idea, instead of going through the numbers, I'm going to just give you the visuals, and hopefully that'll help you understand which one you would like to own or like to carry. Now I will tell you all 4 guns that I've chosen, the PPQ, the Glock 19, the Steyr M9 up here, and the P07, which are out of frame a little bit. They're all great carry guns. I carry every single one of them. Not at the same time, obviously. I'd like to if I could. But they're all great carry guns. I don't have a problem concealing any of these. Again, I am of the school of belief that you do have to dress around a firearm on occasion, only because you don't want to have issues with people seeing it, and then next thing you know, you got a whole SWAT team knocking on your door. Now, so for me, the way I look at it is I will wear longer shirts, baggier shirts, if it helps conceal a larger gun. Now, all these guns I would consider, I don't know if you can consider them compacts. You know, some people would consider the PPQ more of a duty size gun, more so than a compact. To me, the Glock 19 is a compact, and then the other 3 are probably more of that in-betweenish stage as well, similar to the PPQ. Now, of course, back to back, beaver tail to beaver tail. I tried to line up basically the beaver tails and the top of each slide so that you guys could see the difference in the grip length. But you can see that the Glock 19 has more of an angled grip, whereas this one is, by the way, beautiful grip on this. Everything's great on this. But you can tell that this is a little bit straighter down. So it does expand or extend a little bit further below where the Glock 19 magazine sits. Now, they all have magazines because you're not going to carry a gun without a magazine in it. Again, both extremely comfortable to carry. So again, it's really going to be up to you to decide which one is going to fit your hand the best. Again, if you have a smaller hand, then the Glock 19 might be better for you. However, keep in mind, it is a little bit blockier than this. This is obviously a little bit more ergonomic friendly than the Glock 19, but it also depends on your preference. Again, I do have the extended beaver tail, so it does add a little chunk to the back here. But again, it's very comfortable for me to carry, so I don't have any issues with that. Now, in regards to the other 2 pistols that are out of frame, here is the Steyr, and here's the P01, or P07, sorry. Now, I'll do my best to try to, put these lined up with the slide so you can kind of see. And, crazy enough, if you look at the guns, you'll realize that that M9, which everybody thinks is a really big, just beast of a gun, is so huge you can't carry it. You can tell just by looking at it that it only extends slightly below this, but it's because it's so angled. This is obviously a much steeper grip angle than the P07, including even the Glock 19, which is similar, but still not as steep or as cut in as much as the Steyr M9. Now, don't get me wrong, they're all great guns. I absolutely love the Steyr, and I can't wait to shoot it. I was going to plan on going shooting this weekend, but unfortunately that's not happening because I never got my Canic today. So that was kind of the goal, get the Canic and shoot it with this and the P01. So that's on hold for now until that Canic decides it wants to come back home. Now, if you want to take a look at, let's say, the difference in size between the Steyr and the Glock, again, what you're going to find is that, crazy enough, even though the Glock, I'm going to try to move that up just a hair, right about there, you'll notice the Glock is slightly shorter, but again, it's still not a significant amount in my opinion. I mean, we're really just talking, if I have like a little pencil here, let's see how much I can do this here. If you look at really the difference between where the bottom of this and the bottom of that is, it's definitely not Glock 17-ish. It's not even the full-size M&P or VP9. It's just slightly a hair over where this Glock 19 is. And I still think this is extremely comfortable to carry. I still think it's extremely carryable. But again, it's going to be dependent upon you and what you want to carry. Ultimately, if it's your first gun and it's going to be your all-around gun, I think a lot of people would agree that the Glock 19 is probably a great gun for that. And for many reasons. It's easy to conceal, it's lightweight, and it shoots fairly well. So I think you can't go wrong with a Glock. But if you're looking for something else, something a little bit different, definitely go with the Steyr. Now, of course, if you want to compare the Steyr to the PPQ, again, what you'll see here, let me just turn this around, as you'll see right there, slide to slide, that you're looking at pretty much a, oh, maybe a little off. Let me just wiggle that a little bit. Right about there. You can see that's just about even. Even though, again, you'll notice that the Steyr does extend a little bit below, but again, not by very much. So again, you know, you look at everything you like and what you're thinking about, and even if you wanted to compare this gun, and I'll just kind of bring this out from last night, but if you look at the Glock 19, and let's say you look at the P01, you know, obviously the P01, in my opinion, is extremely much more ergonomic friendly than the Glock 19. But if you wanted to go, and you really can't do slide to slide on this, because if you did that, obviously, you know, that's not going to work. But if you go beaver tail to beaver tail on both of these, let me see if I can try and do this in the viewfinder here, guys, so I apologize. But if you go Glock to CZ, you can see it's basically a dead tie. Again, if you want to use the pencil method like I've been using, the Glock 19 actually sticks out a little bit more than the P01. So that kind of gives you an idea of comparison in sizes. Hey, Bobby Cook, I hope you enjoyed this video, man. Hopefully you got something from this, and hopefully now you can make a decision if you're going to buy a carry gun, which one it would be. Again, you can't go wrong with any of the ones I showed you. They're all great carry guns. They're all wonderful firearms. Again, at some point in the future, I'm going to shoot this thing, the Steyr. And again, for those of you who have not checked out that video, check out the M9 video, guys. This is a hell of a gun. The S9 is awesome. This gun is going to be as awesome. I'm positive of it, even though it hasn't been shot yet. That's why I'm not carrying this at this point. But other than that, guys, have a great night. Have a wonderful weekend. And as always, freedom is never free.